So good evening, and I'll be back. Okay, and yeah. Oh, okay. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I know no one is watching, but still. Okay, so what do we have here? Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for round 19. 19, is it? I suppose it is 19. Okay, and he goes into the wall of the pit wall. So let's see what do we have here. So we have Hervul. I just had him fastest in sector 2, so I want to check. Okay, it's round 18 actually for season 2, and it's gonna be the last round before we head in for 2 weeks break for the holidays. And it's Hervul improving his time, but still will stay third. We had scrolled retire, also Ildir Mamet retired. So that's 2 cars retired. So about this track, we are here in the Baku Street Circuit for a track that is very technical, although it features a very long straight heading to turn 1, which constitutes all of sector 3. We had also this technical part of the track and iconic places such as this castle section here in sector 2. 2 DRS zones, one heading to turn 1 and one heading to turn 4. Both of which could be good overtaking opportunities, although the DRS zone into turn 4 is a little bit short, so it doesn't serve much of a overtaking place as much as the one on the straight. And in the Division 1 race, we've had the Pulsator win the race, so I think it's vital to be on pole in this Grand Prix. Tire degradation is quite high, and RLK actually not improving, so nothing. And Marcy, it's Steve Marcy, he's now going on a flying lap. And there goes on the straight, the Alpine, and I must say that it's very important to get slipstream in this track. I think he's gonna go slower. No, he's gonna go 1/10 faster. He improves his gap. He's still in provisional pole, and forgot to add this thing here, which you can see a tire here. And Marcy trying to make way or something. I don't know what's happening with Marcy. We have Hervul, Jasper all out. It's gonna be interesting for the tie strategy, especially if Marcy can stay on pole on those mediums, which means it's gonna be a great boost for his chances in the race, because tire degradation is very high, and we've seen that the soft tires can only last for 5 laps or so on this track, which will be a problem. And I switched to this. Okay. So we're still waiting for Jasper and Hervul to start their out laps. Meanwhile, we don't know. Yeah, for Pomac. And he goes in the pits, so let's go for Hervul. Let's see if he can improve on his lap, because he really needs pole position. I think something is wrong with my timing there. It says there are only 4 minutes remaining. Meanwhile, I can see that the checkered flag is out. And he crosses the line, and he's short 1/10 of pole position. Let's see if Jasper can do it. And Jasper is very slow, so nope, he won't be doing that. So gonna be Marcy starting on pole and on medium, so that's gonna really help Marcy. Hervul and Jasper will have the pace advantage for the first 5 laps, but then their tires are gonna be gone. So it's gonna be really interesting watching this. And you know, as you can see, Cloudy is still without a lap. He's now gonna cross the line, and the 141.9. So for qualifying, we're gonna have Marcy on pole, Hervul and Jasper right behind him on soft tires. Scrolled, RLK, Cloudy, and then 4 Turks. Dupor, Raleigh, Pomac, Ildermamit running up the top 10, and then we have Bob Racing Wheel, Flip, and Johnny without times. So there we go for the start, and we are on the formation lap, and as it's a 26 laps race. It's a 6 kilometers track, 20 turns, I think. And we can see we have Marcy on the medium and the rest of the top 10 on softs, Iba on softs, and Racing Wheel Flip and Johnny on mediums. So there we have the drivers now will be lining up on the grid for the start of this. I hope it's gonna be an exciting race. It should be. We will see. And the lights are before us, and come on, it's lights out, and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And we can see we have a very great start from Jasper, who was already up in second here at the start, and Marcy is second for some reason. Okay, why not? It's F1 2021. So look what's happening here. We have Flip who's on the mediums attacking, and that's, I think, Ildir Mohamed into turn 4, and he'll take the outside line, and he's already ahead of him. And also trying to go for the move on Raleigh now. He's P8. Meanwhile, back at the top we have Marcy still retaining that lead, but Jasper following him closely, and Jasper pulling away from Hervold. Well, the other Ferrari is also close, so that's the Ferrari sandwich for her. Oh no, he's in the wall. Jasper is in the wall right here in this very narrow part of the track, so you gotta wait for everyone to pass through. That's a disaster for Jasper. You gotta know when to go on the throttle, because a single mistake here in Baku could cost you the whole race. Yeah, he's still waiting. Oh, he's... See Cloudy behind her. Well, he's gonna get a knee Swiss stream. I know we have a retirement from the race, and that's Johnny in sector 2. Fastest lap is from Marcy. We have the only two of single wave yellow flags. DRS has just been enabled, and Cloudy is close enough to get DRS. No, he wasn't. Okay, so I think the life timing is now, well, okay. So we have Marcy, who's now a 3 seconds lead over Herwool, which he's on the mediums and he has a 3 seconds lead, which will make it very easy for him for the rest of this race, except if we have any safety car, which could change everything. But if stuff stayed as they are right now, we have Cloudy going unreasonably slow, Flip and Scroll just cruised by. We have Flip also as usual starting, oh, and he tagged the hole. I hope we did not lose any pieces from his car. We have the predicted pit stop strategy from AWS is a 2-stop strategy, although in the D1 race we saw, oh, we had a safe, and oh, what happened to do the Scroll, the noob? Who's that? Yeah, that's Scroll. He Scroll just winned it and the straight. I wonder how he's still alive. And race control was enabled again, and oh no! Man, what a disaster from Scroll. He went in the pit wall after going in the normal wall. It's really something remarkable to do. And another fastest lap from Marcy, so we have really Marcy dominating this race. He got a fastest lap, on the me it's still a 3rd lap. Man. Oh, and actually the fastest lap is from Flip there. Varktech, I really don't know what those people say. We have another 2 drivers going to the pits. We had RLK just go out on new mediums. And we have Flip cutting that gap. Oh, and that's Jasper out of the race, and I think he's on the main straight. And yellow flags there in sector 3. Yeah, he's on the main straight. I wonder if that's going to bring out the safety car. He's out of the race. And yeah, the safety car is out, which is really bad news for Marcy, because now the soft runners can pit, although he can also go for a late pit stop, go for an overcut. And of course Hervel and Duport and Raleigh, the only drivers with softs on the track, will pit in for new tires. There he goes. And a set of, what are those? Set of mediums for Hervel. And also I think it's gonna be for the championship leader. Also it's gonna be a set of mediums. Everyone's going for mediums. So we're gonna have an all yellow grid. We'll say Flip, well, he was also on the mediums, he stayed out. So it's gonna be, I hope it's gonna be a good battle between Marcy and Flip. They are on the same tires, so they should have the same grip, although the drivers behind them will have better grip. So not by much, because their tires are only 4 laps old. So I think I have the time to go to the toilet. Okay, so I think we have all the cars now in queued, and we have the lapped cars unlapped, although the lapped cars do not overtake usually here, but we still, and the grip is lined up, so we should have a restart in lap 7 of this race. So can Marcy hold on to the Red Bull behind him, or will he crack from the first lap? Flip's gonna get a very neat slipstream right at the beginning. So his chances are high. You can see he's already mounting in his attack. Marcy should start accelerating as close as to the line as he can get, because starting late, starting early will give the chance to Flip to get slipstream and overtake. And there he goes, and Flip trying, yeah, he did it well, I think. Did not give a lot of opportunity to get very strong toe. Meanwhile, at the back we have the championship rivals, Hervul and Dupor, with Hervul now in front. And I think Mercy still got it. I mean, he built a 1 second gap in this lap. He obviously got good pace to start with. Yeah, he's doing it really well. I mean, with RLK, he can really help his teammate there. And Duport, for some reason, I don't know, I think it was going a little bit slow. But here they're having a drag race down the straight. RLK still edging ahead of him. They're gonna head to turn 1. RLK from the inside, and he takes it, and oh, that slip out of the race. And where did he go? Somewhere. Oh no, they're still ongoing, this battle between Duport and RLK, and that's RLK ahead of Duport, and still have yellow flags in sector 1 because of what happened to Flip. I don't know what happened to Flip. And his car is still going. It's a very good show from the McLarens there, and we can see Hervul is starting to cut the gap by a little bit here to Marcy. Not by a little bit, by a lot, but I think he still won't be having DRS for this stuff. And DRS was just enabled. So with Marcy on the straight, already getting the slipstream, he's now gonna get that DRS. Will he get close enough? Heading to turn 1, he's getting very close. And into turn 1, Marcy closing the outside. That was not allowing him to go for anything, but I think he went on a little bit wide into this turn 2. So Herval gonna get closer to turn 3, and they're almost side by side. Now he's gonna have DRS, a bad exit from Marcy out of turn 3, and now heading to turn 4, and that's Herval in the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And we have yellow flags somewhere in the track. And Marcy will take that back. He's gonna have also the same chance that Herval had, heading to turn 1 and a very long straight. He's gonna get slipstream. He needs all the grip he can get, but he has an empty battery. Meanwhile Herval has much more energy to use, which will really affect his battle. How did Marcy waste his battery? Even with DRS, he won't be able to get close without ERS. Now so we have him pulling away. Dupour now going to the pits, and for a front wing change. Back in here, now they're heading to a more technical part of the track, so they won't be able to do anything. And for the rest of the pack, we have some sizable gaps between every driver, with every 2 drivers, so that's not fun. And we just have Marcy going to the pits. Let's see what he's gonna go for. Marcy going for a set of hards, or no, that's a set of softs. That's gonna be really interesting. Those softs are only gonna last him for about 8 laps. And Herval is on 6 laps mediums. So Herval will pit for another time. Oh, almost going very deep into that corner. But now Marcy's gonna have a lot of grip on those softs, but not for long. Oh, and Cloudy, I don't know why he's not doing. I don't know why don't people defend there. So he's gonna have one more stop. I wonder if that's gonna be if he has another set of softs. But if he goes again for the mediums, I don't think he's gonna benefit much, because Herval will also pit for a new set of mediums. So Herval will have to try to extend this distance in order to go for We want to wait for Marcy to go on again into the pits, and I think he can have that win. Unless, of course, anything happens. He's fastest in the middle sector. He's really fast. But still, it still is out lap, so we can see now a lap with Marcy here in Baku. But really needs to work on his battery management. His battery is only 10%. He's draining it a lot there, and Hervul also draining it. I don't know why Hervul is draining it. He's gonna need it later on, but he's still going for it now. If I were him, I wouldn't use it that much. He's fastest in the first sector. Of course he's gonna be the fastest. You can see Marcy already caught up to his teammate. I think his teammate could do him a favor by not impeding him a lot. Well, he will.